Hello guys, what is up? It's your boy Spooky Noodles. I'm back with a video. Today we're doing book mail. Yeah. Also I have a gaming video coming up on my channel soon, but I have a question for you guys. Are you guys not liking the gaming videos? I understand if you don't. I'll create my own gaming channel if that's the way it is. If you guys just want to come here for books and you don't want to see the gaming stuff, I'll transfer it to a different channel and start a gaming channel. I'm not good at gaming, and I'm not going to be a regular at putting gaming videos on my channels, but yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys even care about the gaming stuff or not. The next game I'm posting onto my channel is Doom Eternal. It just came out, or not just came out, but they had a sale going, and they had a bunch of Doom games for like a package deal, and I was like, hell yeah, so I went and jumped on that. So right now it's rendering at 36%. By the time it hits 100%, I will upload it to YouTube, and then it will take another day or two for it to upload to YouTube. But anyways, I got book mail. I got this tiny box, but it's filled with about, I want to say 9 maybe books. 7 of them coming from Matt Shaw. So we're gonna start off with the books that aren't Matt Shaw, and then we will move on to the Matt Shaw books because they're all signed. So, but yeah, first things first. Flesh by Richard Lehman. Now this is the cover I wanted. It looks dope. I have no idea what this book's about, but it's a thickie. It comes in at 407 pages, so it's a big one. But yeah, let me read the synopsis for you guys, and maybe this is a book you'd be interested in. So here we go. Oh, by the way, I'm going to the Renaissance Festival today in Michigan, Holly, Michigan. And if you happen to be in the area, come say hi. I doubt you will, but you know, you never know. So, yeah, I'm going to be bringing my dog to the Renaissance Festival, and I'm excited. She doesn't get to meet other dogs very often, so cross your fingers. But anyways, here we go. The thing was hungry. Gently, the man reached around the back of his neck and stroked the creature where it lay under his skin. It throbbed beneath his hand, sending waves of hunger and desire pulsing through him. Since that night, in the abandoned restaurant, when the man and monster had become one, they had but a single desire. Soon, the man thought, soon, Allison will be ours, and we both shall feast. His smile was horrible. That feels like an excerpt or whatever, excerpt from the book or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, that doesn't really tell you what this book's about, but oh, looks like my video cannot be uploaded because I don't got enough disk space. Anyways, that's Flesh by Richard Lehman. It's like the one book I think I don't own. I actually do own Flesh. I own the newest cover. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Roland might have given it to me. I can't remember, though. It's been so long. But I wanted this little paperback because of the cover. So I'm happy with both covers, but, you know, that one's probably going to be the one I read. Or not, the other one's going to be the one I read. So, yeah, this one's just for my shelf. Next, we have Melsom. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there was a YouTuber, a booktuber. Well, I don't think they like being called a booktuber anymore, but they talked about this book and how they didn't say if it was good or bad, I don't think, but they did tell you that it was entertaining, to say the least. On the front, it says, a snowbound town is stalked by an Indian sorcerer who is no longer a man, but a beast from the evil side of magic. And look at that deer on the cover. That deer looks messed up. But let me read. Oh, by the way, this is by Gerald John O'Hara. Let me read the back for you guys. For 50 years, an American Indian sat in a white man's prison, and every day he escaped. His human name is Melsom, devil worshipper and worker of curses. He glides between worlds like a ghost between life and death, and for over half a century he journeyed from his prison cell to the places of darkness, the netherworld of Indian magic. Now he is a free man. His vengeance is beginning. He's heading for home, a lonely town miles from anywhere on the edge of a great snowy forest. A town where a girl was raped and killed, and Malsom's two sons paid for it with their lives. Hold on one second. I had to sneeze. I apologize, but where were we? It is winter, the season of the hunter, and the frail Indian wizard is making his final journey from life into sorcery. A terrifying transformation from human being to beast. A killing beast that can begin the hunt. So that is Melsom. Kind of reminds me of Grand Masterton's Manitou, but it doesn't at the same time. Alright, let's move on to some Matt Shaw books. So the first one I have is The Missing Years of Thomas Pritchard. Let me read the back for you guys, but let me just say, first of all, that this book looks amazing. And it looks like a quick read because of how spaced out the font is. Like, it's pretty spaced out. It's going to be a really quick read, I think. But, yeah, I heard this is an emotional read. It's not really horror, but my friend told me how great it was, so I had to get it. So I got it. Let me read the synopsis. August 3rd, 6:03 a.m. A tranquil summer's morning was shattered by the desperate screams of Thomas's mother, Anne. She left her house wearing nothing more than a dressing gown and slippers, and was anxiously calling for her 5-year-old son Thomas to come out from his hiding place. The year was 2003, the year Thomas disappeared from his home without a trace. August 3rd, 6:03 a.m. A nervous hand knocked on the white PVC of the front door to number 22. The hand belonged to a smartly dressed, skinny 14-year-old boy. There was the slightest of pauses before the door opened, as much as a gold security chain permitted. "Can I help you?" asked the homeowner, a frail-looking woman in her late 60s. "Where's my mom?" asked the boy. The year was 2012, the year Thomas came home. Yeah. And, of course, this is signed. I don't think it's actually made out to anybody. Sorry. It's signed by Matt Shaw. Next, we have The Things He Heard. And I just love the size of these. These are the same size as the paperbacks here, Melsom. It's a little bit smaller, but it's a good size. But here we go. This is what this book's about. Ben Kloss didn't have cancer. He had something else buried deep within, which he named his cancer. Others didn't know it was there, even though he tried telling them. Instead, they said he was fine and being silly and melodramatic. Even when his anger turned to frustration and streams of tears, they continued to say he was okay. Ben knew he wasn't, though, and the more they doubted him and didn't listen, the more the cancer inside him grew. He could feel it inside it, and it scared him. He knew that one day it was going to explode. What he didn't know was he would be caught up in the explosion. The Things He Heard, the new horror novella from the award-winning author Matt Shaw. And of course, like I said, these are all going to be signed, so this is going to be the last one I actually show, but they're signed. Alright, sorry, I got a little bit of a runny nose, so I'm sorry if I had the sniffles. Next, we have Infestation by Matt Shaw. Did you think you already had enough reasons to fear spiders? Yeah. Here's the synopsis. A single bite and all your blood cells mutate into tiny little spiders. To those who see you, to those who see you, you look as though you're in pain, thrashing around. You're not. You're already dead and only move because the spiders squirming around inside of your body, seeking a way out through whatever orifice they find. To those who see you, you sound as though you're screaming. You're not. The sounds only come as the spiders crawl over your vocal cords on their journey up your throat and out of your mouth. The infestation has begun and no one is safe. This one's a little bigger. Sorry, my nose is really runny today. Anyways, this one comes in at, I mean, like I said, the font's pretty big, but it's, the font and the spacing, that is. It's 308 pages, though, but I still think it's going to be a pretty quick read. Next, we have The Farm, which contains book 1 and 2. I've already read 1, so I'm on the second one. Boom. Now, it's kind of hard to read on the back here, but I'm going to do my best. It was supposed to be a pleasant evening out, a break from the stress of the hard-working week they'd both endured, a bite to eat in one of their favorite restaurants, and then a movie. Sam's meeting went on longer than it should have. When he got to the restaurant where Sophie should have been waiting, she wasn't there. She was at home either. She wasn't at home either, or with friends. She was down the farm. She was down the farm. She was down at the farm? I'm not really sure what that's supposed to say. Bound to the wall with thick chains, and she wasn't about to be leaving anytime soon. The farm, too, continues from the first book. With the authorities looking for him, Shane knows he needs to find another farm, and fast. So that's The Farm. And I don't think there's anything special signed other than his signature, so that's cool. Oh, hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. So next we have Roe versus Wade. Now this is an extreme horror story, and this is one I'm looking very forward to. It sounds very vicious, and I cannot wait to read it, but let me read the synopsis for you. When Roe versus Wade was overturned, women across America lost the right to have an abortion if they wanted one. Instead, the choice was given to whichever state the woman lived in. Many states immediately made abortions illegal, but this was just the start of a new America. Soon, more and more choices were ripped from the people, changing the shape of the country forever. 10% of sales from this book go to charity. So yeah, and this one comes in at this is like a novella, maybe even shorter than that, but it's 149 pages. Next we have Shark Week. Now this one I'm very excited for. I actually have the ebook on my phone, but that cover, man. And this actually says it's a cosmic horror, so that's pretty crazy. But let me read the synopsis for you. It didn't matter where the women were in their cycle. That night, they all inexplicably had their monthly at the exact same time. But this wasn't just any period. As the bloods began to flow, and their stomachs violently twisted and cramped, so did their tempers continue to rise and rise until their blood was boiling and they were unable to hold back their violent urges. There will be blood. Shark Week. And then last, but definitely not least, we have The Suicide Club, which contains the sequel, Skeletons. It's by Matt Shaw, obviously. Let me read the back. I don't think it tells anything about the sequel, because that would probably ruin the, first story. But let's just read it, shall we? It's a discreet club for those who have had enough of their life and want to end it on their own terms, but worried about those they leave behind. It's an expensive club which takes the pain away from the families. a club which offers its members one final wild ride before they move on to greener pastures. But first, the members have to sign their life away for 1 year. They have to walk the streets with the company's logo tattooed on onto their skin. Once the tattoo is done, there is no turning back, not even if they change their mind. Death is coming for them. This is a psychological horror novella. Yeah, it's a novella, but look at how big it is. But, yeah. This one, it looks like it's going to be fun. Like I said, it's a novella, but it contains the sequel. As you can see, the first one is 154 pages. The second one is something like that. So, yeah. And that is it. So, to reiterate, those are the books I got. Or, maybe I should do it like this. That's the Matt Shaw books I got. I'm going to put it on my signed shelf. And then here are the 2 old school paperbacks I got. Now, I do have more Matt Shaw books on the way. I did not receive 2 of them, and then I bought an extra one, so I have 3 Matt Shaw books that should be on the way. Yeah, I'm very excited to read some Matt Shaw. If I'm being honest with you, there's a few here that I really want to read. I also bought The Eighth and Ashes by Matt Shaw. And then I bought, I forget what the other one was. But if I were to tell you which one I'm most excited about, that's hard. But I'd have to say it's these 2. Shark Week and Roe vs. Wade. They're very short reads, and I'm very excited to read them. So, yeah. And I already started Shark Week, actually. I read a little bit of the beginning, and I was impressed by his writing. So, I'm really excited to read more. And then when it comes to the old school paperbacks, honestly, Melsom just sounds really good. So, but that's it. Hope you guys are having a great day and a spooky night. I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah, I'm ending it. Bye.